All right, team. So we are back at it with unit rates. Unit meaning one, a rate meaning a comparison, right? With comparing two different types of units or two different types of items or things. So in this case, we have sort of a scenario where we're going to be working with money. So it says unit rates with price. So unit price gives the cost per one unit, right? Really helpful when comparison shopping. We're going to get into sort of some better buys in order to find what is the best deal. So when finding a unit price, you're always going to want to divide doop, doop, the price, the price, dun, 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 by the quantity or how many there are. Quantity. Okay, so divide the price by the quantity or the amount. So in this case, if we want to express each rate as a unit rate, we know that we want to essentially get the denominator down to 1. If we need to round, we can round. So in this case, we are given the information that there are 6 feet of ribbon that you can essentially purchase for $19.20. So we know that we want to divide the price by the quantity. So we know it's going to be a division problem. So I'm just going to write in my division bar, right, to create essentially a fraction. We want to divide the price by the quantity. So if we were to think of it like what would go inside of the little division house, we want to divide the price by the quantity. Okay. The way that we convert that into a fraction is that the numerator reads downward, right? We start at the numerator, we read the fraction bar, we go to the denominator. So we have $19.20 divided by the quantity. Price divided by quantity. Dividend divided by divisor. So we have 6 feet of ribbon for $19.20. And when we go ahead and we divide, we say how many times does 6 fit into 1? 0 times. How many times does 6 fit into 19? 3 times. I'm making sure to line up my place value here, which is 18. When I subtract, I have 1 left. Ooh, I forgot to put my decimal up. So once I do that, I can kind of pretend like it's not there. I'm going to drop down my 2. How many times does 6 fit into 12? It fits twice, which is 12. Nothing left over. When I drop down my 0, how many times does 6 fit into 0? Well, 0 times. So we end up knowing that 6 feet of ribbon for $19.20. Well, when we divide it down to find the unit rate of how much 1 foot of ribbon essentially costs, it costs $3.20. Oof, kind of expensive ribbon. I don't know, not a ribbon connoisseur, but must be some pretty fancy ribbon. So again, right, as you set these up, you can start by knowing that you're going to divide the price by the quantity. Divide the price by the quantity. And then you can just fill in, well, what's the price? The price is $63.21 in this case. Remember to put our dollar sign, right? And the quantity is 7 hours of work divided by 7. So how much do you get paid per hour? Well, you can divide and find